Hi guys, you're welcome to this brand new segment on my YouTube channel called Medically Speaking. Now, this is a segment where we take controversial current affairs issues and we dissect it with a health twist. Yeah, sounds interesting, right? Yes, that's because it is. And together we're going to build this community. We're going to make it big. Yeah, we are going to make it big. So stick and stay. It's going to be fun and exciting. Dive right in. First story on this first episode. So I was going through social media. I was going through some news headlines on social media, and I came across one interesting headline. So here's the thing: our health minister is complaining, and the headline was, "It looks like health insurance is not working. Health minister laments." Now this is a story from Masem TV Ghana. When I read this headline, I obviously was interested. I mean, on two levels. First of all, why is the health minister lamenting? I thought he was the guy to fix the issues. I should be lamenting, not him. So I was interested. I needed to hear more. The second thing is, it looks like health insurance is not working. It just looks like it's not working. Like, that's the reality. Health insurance is not working. It's not even looking like it's not working. It's not working. So again, I was interested. What's the minister coming to review? So I started reading, and it goes like, now, this article was posted on the 20th of April. That's just 2 days ago, just to give you some context. And the minister apparently met with some people in Ghana Health Service. And he was saying that, let me just read what it says. The Minister of Health, Kweku Agyeman-Manu, has accused some service providers under the National Health Insurance Scheme of frustrating the scheme. Oh, really? According to him, ordinary Ghanaians are charged monies by health facilities for essential services they have already paid for under the scheme. He added that those who are unable to pay are denied health care services, even though they have valid health insurance cards. So now let's break it down. This is my field, so I'm excited. Now, first of all, when was the last time NHIS paid hospitals? There are hospitals that are owed NHIS money that have not received that money. So my question is, how are those hospitals supposed to run? I mean, hospitals do have electricity bills to pay, right? Hospitals pay water bill. Or, Charlie, are these things given to them free of charge? Okay, let's assume that you give it to them free of charge. No problem. How about the gloves? How about the drugs? How about the staff? Do they pay salaries at all? So how are they supposed to operate if NHIS is not paying them their money? So, when I read this on Masem TV, they actually gave credit to My Joy Online. So I actually went to My Joy Online to find out exactly what they are also saying, because, like I said, this is my field, so I was interested. So on My Joy Online, the headline was, NHIS, I pay cash for healthcare because of extortion. So if you're interested, you can go to these websites and then read up on these stories yourself. Again, I pay cash because of extortion. Like, who is extorting who right now? You owe the hospitals, you haven't paid them. The hospitals are trying to find ways and means to survive, and you, the one who owes them and have not paid, you are out there complaining that the hospitals are not doing the right thing. Okay, why don't we start with you doing the right thing? Like, actually pay them, and then if they are still misbehaving, you take them on. But you don't go and stand there and complain when you are not paying them. And you know what's interesting, particularly this year, 2023, it's not just about the NHIS. The private health insurance companies are also struggling significantly. I mean, as it is with other industries as well. But let me explain. I don't know if you're aware of this, but a huge chunk of the revenue of the private health insurance by law is actually kept in, yes, you guessed right, Government of Ghana bonds. So by law, they are required to keep their money in Government of Ghana bonds. You and I know that this year, bondholders are struggling because of that thing called debt exchange, that monster called debt exchange. You know my position on the debt exchange, just by the words I'm using. So now private health insurance companies also have their monies locked up. And so guess what? They are also unable to pay hospitals for the work that they've done already. And so not only is NHIS owing hospitals, the private health insurance people are also owing hospitals. So now how do you expect these hospitals to continue to service their clients without money? Money makes the world go round, I mean, money does make the world go round. So if you're not paying and they're not paying, somebody has got to pay. And that's the problem with our politicians. When they mess up, they expect everyone to just sit back and allow them to have the luxury of talking anyhow, we need to hold them accountable, because it's unacceptable that you are coming here to complain to me, the ordinary Ghanaian. What do you want me to do? I can't do anything about what you are telling me right now. Pay them or take them on or take them to court. Do something, but don't complain about it, Mr. Minister. So on this platform, I'm charging the minister, please come again. Don't come and complain to me. You are either paying them the money you owe them, or you are taking them on and instructing them to do what they are supposed to do. But don't complain. You are not put in that position to complain. Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. So now let's move on to our next story, which is a bit of good news. In fact, very, very, very good news. And that news is that there is a new malaria vaccine in town. Yay. Approved by the WHO and also approved by our own FDA. In fact, Ghana was the first country to approve this new malaria vaccine, and it's really, really a breath of fresh air. I mean, for you to understand what malaria means to us as Africans, I mean, are you aware that the whole gene called sickle cell evolved to battle malaria? That's how important malaria is in our lives. Like a whole genetic adaptation, a whole genetic, what's the word? A whole genetic mutation occurred just so we can deal with malaria. So sickle cell is actually your body's defense against malaria. And that is why people who are AS tend to be resistant to malaria. I mean, if you know anybody who is AS, you realize that they hardly ever get malaria. Other people, the AAs and the SS, they actually get malaria quite often, but AS hardly get malaria. So that was your body's the response of the black race, you know, genetically to malaria. So that's how important malaria is. Globally, malaria costs the world about $12 billion. So it's a big deal, you know. It is a big deal. But thankfully, the malaria vaccine is actually called Mosquirix. Yes, Mosquirix RTSS is now approved for use in Ghana in a few districts. It's being rolled out in phases. So it's part of the child welfare clinics immunization campaign. You know, so when you go there, they are going to present it to you. You're going to take it. It's taking in 4 doses at 6 months, at 7 months, at 9 months, and at 18 months. So the malaria vaccine is available. So go for it. I mean, I endorse this one because the data is actually positive. I mean, it's showing significant promise. It's been in trial for a long time. Even in Ghana, it has been in trial for close to 3 years, and it has shown significant promise. I mean, the incidence of severe malaria has dropped significantly, and the risk profile is also very, very good. We haven't had any significant negative reports, you know, so it's been very, very good. So when it comes into your district, do go for it. This is definitely good news. You understand the cost of malaria to you as an individual. When you fall sick, you're going to lose working days. You're going to have to pay money to get the health care. If it's your child, you're going to have to do the same thing. So the cost is huge. So if this vaccine can prevent your child from falling sick, this is definitely something that I endorse as a medical practitioner. So go get the vaccine when it comes into your area. It is definitely going to make a difference in the health profile of your child. Unfortunately, it's only for children. So the adults, we still have to deal with our malaria as and when it comes up. So get your child vaccinated. Now let's do some international news. So a couple of days ago, we had a young child burst into the scene on the boxing scene, Freezy Macbones, and he won his second professional fight, and the whole world is amazed. The whole world is impressed. I mean, we have superstars coming out. Mayweather has come out for him. Anthony Joshua also came out for him. It's a whole new frenzy out there. You know, the guy was power punching Charlie left, right, boom, hey, you know. And I'm watching the bouts, like me, with my medical eyes, and I'm like, yeah, boom, concussion, liver rupture, kidney rupture, Charlie. Every punch was power packed. I mean, the guy is like he's quick. He has some powerful punches. He's been described as the new Mike Tyson. You know, he definitely has a bright future. You know, and he won his bouts without question. He was just an amazing guy. You know, an interesting thing is after the bout, I saw a clip from the Ghana Boxing Association asking him to come to them. You know, but that's a story for another day. I mean, I'm not even going to dignify that with an answer, but you know, let's move on to what we are here to do. You know, so after the bout, you know, he's trending left and right, and then one video, he himself drops one video where he's on the couch getting an electric massage, and he's twisting and turning and, you know, writhing. It seems as if he's in pain, and all the comments, everybody is amazed at what's going on. People are wondering what's happening. Well, it's an electric massage. In summary, electrical impulse being introduced into the skin basically means that he was getting electric shocks. So small electric shocks were being introduced to the skin to cause his muscles to twitch and relax, stretch, relax, like that. I mean, those are some of the resources available to him over where he is, which is why I don't even understand what the GBA is saying. But what are you talking about? He should leave there and come and approach you before he can fight as a Ghanaian. Well, yeah, I'm not a boxing expert, so we'll leave that one there. All I'm saying is that the man Freezy Macbones, he's trending for all the right reasons, and I wish him well. I mean, he has a bright future ahead of him, and I hope that he can continue his power punching all the way to the Boxing Hall of Fame. We are rooting for him, my guy. Keep going forward. Your story is very, very inspiring. Very, very inspiring. Still in international news, I came across another story on TikTok. There's a plus-size influencer who is on a campaign. Her campaign is that she wants you to sign a petition to enable airplane companies to provide free additional seating for plus-size people who are traveling on their flights. In other words, if you are plus size and you cannot fit on one seat, her petition is saying that the airline company should give you additional free seats to accommodate your size. That's her petition.
Have you heard stories of plus-size travelers being ridiculed, humiliated, or even removed from flights because of their size? It's a common fear among the plus-size community, and it's absolutely unacceptable. Join my petition calling on the FAA to require all airlines to have a written official customer of size policy for plus-size travelers. This policy will provide accessible additional seats, clear communication, reimbursement, accommodations, and employee training. As my petition states, all plus-size passengers should be provided with an additional seat or 2 or 3 depending on their size and need during a flight for comfort.
And I don't know how I feel about this, and let's stick to the medical aspect. Now, what are some of the challenges of being overweight? You're going to have problems with your knee. Let's start with that one, because your knee is what's going to carry the entire body, that entire load. You're going to have problems with your knee, and before long, you could actually struggle to walk in general. So that's not a good thing, So being overweight will eventually actually beget more overweight, and eventually you become morbidly obese and could die from so many complications of obesity. Hypertension, diabetes, cholesterol overload, heart attack, strokes are all possibilities when it comes to being overweight. And so you really should not be looking for free seating. You should be finding ways or means to reduce in size so that you can actually fit in the seat provided for you. So I'm going to leave it there. What do you think about this story, about this petition? Now, the final story for today, for the first episode of Medically Speaking, we cannot end today's session without talking about Arsenal. My oh my, what is going on with this club called Arsenal? Since I was a child, now I am old. This club has not stopped breaking hearts, and they are still breaking hearts today, and people are still supporting them. Listen, as your doctor, I'm telling you that Arsenal could be the reason for your heart attack. So when you're watching Arsenal matches, you have to protect your heart. Make sure that your heart is covered. I mean, how? I'm not an Arsenal fan and I was upset. How do you drop points against Southampton? How? We are all rooting for you to win the league, and you keep dropping points every step of the way. It's like the default is let's drop points. I mean, how? So my heart goes out to all the Arsenal fans out there. Charlie, you know what to do. If you are struggling with your heart issues because of an Arsenal match, make sure you subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, and let's connect, because you definitely need my services, right? But yes, I still think that Arsenal will win the league. So go Gunners, let's do this. All right, guys. So thank you very much for being part of the first episode of Medically Speaking. I'd love to get your feedback. Let me know how we can make it better. Let me know the kind of stories you want to hear, medical perspectives on, and let's see how we can improve this segment together. Your feedback is very valuable to me. Thank you very much. Have a fabulous time. Catch you with the next episode of Medically Speaking.